That information is not available. This constitutes all available data. That information is... That information is not available.
Korak, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
I am checking. Kindly wait.
Hello, welcome to UPAS KPV2 update, back on track catch-up edition. So, I've got a bit of a mess going on here, hell of a mess, lots been going on, sneak preview and lots of stuff. Been away for 2 months, went to do one, been busy. What can I say? Very busy, so I'm rusty, very rusty. Okay, so there's a bit of an update. Thoughts going on here, all mess everywhere. So lasers took a bit of a back seat. Let me just check we got some audio. Give us a second. Let's see if we got any audio. A bit of a back seat. I think we're okay with the audio, so that's okay. So what have we got on the screen? We've got a lot of enclosure stuff. What was my project missing? It was missing an enclosure. Welcome everyone, those who've not seen the channel before. It's me, Dave Jones. Not the EV blog Dave Jones, but another one. There's many of us. Anyway, I've been and purchased a Bamboo Lab P1S with an AM2 Pro, which has allowed me to print loads of stuff like enclosures. Enclosure for my project. It's the long way up. Now you make an enclosure. I've had to make a clip for the back. You can't see it, so let's just do it as it's supposed to be. Spring clip, DIN rail mount, or fasten to the wall with OLED. A little homage to the C microcontroller ESP32 speaker, program button, and orifices for I2C or stemma QT, Lalin TFT touchscreen, ribbon, and also an LCD. And you've also got a reset orifice and a program button orifice. Anyway, so there's that one. And I needed a button, some way to activate it. DIN rail mount. Again. So I've made that. What else is made? Made a TFT screen, which you can't see. Let's get you on another view. It's down here. It's try and get it without upsetting everything. See the TFT touchscreens. Okay, so there's a ribbon cable that comes out into the other one. So, done that. There's just two on a 3D printed DIN rail, which these are pretty handy. So I've been gone for 2 months. So I've just been where's the front screen gone? Print these little plastic 3D print these off. You can stick your DIN rail in and mount your stuff off them. Right, what else have we done? Yeah, so I've altered the code very slightly, just because I've rotated the screen round. What else have we been up to? Yeah, some can't get them there. So I've got some backs to go on the front. So you can get a front and a back. In case you don't need a DIN rail mount, you just want to screw it back to the wall. So it's a whole new subject in itself. And there's lots going on in there, all sorts of internal structures. So the good news is that I design them in SketchUp still. No need for Fusion 360 or Tinkercad. No need for that. And we use some brass inserts as well. There's one of my earlier prototypes. To modify it, you can see the little brass inserts. Just they push in and melt in, so it's not too bad. Right, what else have we been up to? Been up to this as well. Here's another project. Same thing. Now this is a RFID reader on the back of a slot with one of my UPAS KPV2s clipped to the side of it on a plastic DIN rail there. So it's wired up, and basically you get yourself. I've also made these coins, these RFID coins. 3D printed them and pushed a chip and a coil in there on a bit of plastic, and then put the lid back on. And the idea is you get the coin and that's it. So you get it out, you put the coin in, it just comes out the bottom. Now obviously it's not powered up at the minute, so you need to power it up. You need to be able to have 12 volts on it for the reader, even though the unit can take 24 volt or 12. So there's that. That's a bit of an update. So the idea of this slot is you can put this in a post or an enclosure, metal enclosure outside, and then you can activate a beep, read the tag, and this can be used. Give that to the user, gets issued it on site, goes round the site, operates the toilet door, lifts and stuff, outside door if it's a private car park. And then what they do when they're finally finished, on the way out, they put it in, and there's another one that swallows it into a bin instead of giving it back out, and then that opens the barrier or gate and lets you out. Anyway, so there's that. And I did a bag of them already. They're pretty good. I was asked why they're so big. They're so big because there's two reasons. The one reason is because you don't want to lose it. It needs to fit in your pocket, and it has to have a certain amount of weight to operate, to go through the system. Plus, researching, I don't want any children to get hold of it and be able to swallow it. So it's over the size it needs to be, just to prevent a choke hazard. So that's okay. Right, what else have we been up to? Here's a few. They're all dropping everywhere. Here's a few wastage prototypes. This is what I've been gone for 2 months. Well, maybe not totally. Probably the last 3 weeks. So anyway, various prototypes. There's one of the first slot readers to prove the concepts, and it seemed to work. Then I iterated to another one. No, it was that one. Whoops. It's going everywhere. There's another one. So I've got to work out what I'm going to do with all this stuff eventually. And that's the same one. There's another one that went wrong. Oh yeah, I've got something else to show. And these are all the bits of plastics as I changed over, altered things, made things better. They can still be used, but I don't want to show someone one of the bits that I was doing to get to where I got to now with it. So there's a case I made. I'll show you that case. They're going everywhere. Oh dear. Let's get rid of them. Shit. Let's get rid of them. I purposely put them in a separate box. And I've got to find out what to do with them now. This one here has got all good stuff to go. All good stuff for making up. Got some LCD screens. Designed the spring clip and some basically spacers and stuff. A lot of boring stuff. Anyway, what else we got? Let's have a quick sip. Alright. Yeah, so there's that. Oh yeah, here we go. I finally got round to making an enclosure while I got the ability. This one is for going back to my old 2001 design of a temperature heat sensor. I could plug that in, I suppose, couldn't I? Let's try and plug that in without destroying the desk. Give me a second. Oh my god. Tell I haven't done any stream for a couple of months. I almost did a stream the other day when I got my printer. I've put it up for a thumbnail for a couple of days. And let's plug this in. We've got power on, yeah. Right, here we go. We're going to plug this in now. Ready? This is not running UPAS firmware, it's just running separate firmware. And basically, it's the same one, but it's in an enclosure. At least it doesn't drop to bits now. So basically, it takes your temperature. So it's got a LiDAR in it and a thermopile. And it's got the letter T, a temperature display. It's got instructions here what to do. You've got 3 buttons to program it. So if I go to like that, it says move forwards, move forwards, move forwards. And it's come up green. It's to say my temperature's good. Now if I alter the trigger temperature, if I set it hot lower, oh, it keeps detecting me, hang on. Trigger temperature, lower it down so it'll trigger a red warning. Let's try that. Awaiting a person, it says. Yeah, I'm over temperature because I've lowered the trigger temperature. I could be over temperature as well because I've had a bit of a flu or something. I don't know what it was for a couple of days. So I'll try it again. I'll put it towards the camera, you can probably see what's going on. So, clear it, it'll say awaiting a person. Should go towards, I don't know what will happen, go towards something. Should start tracking the blue light should start tracking towards the top. 30, yeah, set it low. So it's over temperature, the camera is. I'm just going to set the trigger temperature to a normal rate, 37 say. Okay, so we'll go again. It's for humans really, it's not really for So it's tracking it up. Yeah, we're okay. We're under 37 degrees. So that's that, and that's the old project from 2021. Made a nice enclosure for it. I thought it might as well. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. You can set the trigger distance and that and all that as well. So anyway, so I've been busy creating coins, slot readers, all sorts of stuff just to widen the potential for the UPAS KPV2 project, and it's looking better now. So here we've got one here. I could just plug a battery pack in. I can plug a battery pack because it's 24 volt, this battery pack, but it's no good for a reader because the readers are 12 volt. This will take 24 volt down. So let's plug something in. There you go. This one's got the blue OLED. I bought 10 OLEDs, supposed to be white. They turned out to be blue, so I've got to put a complaint in. Don't like the blue, but there you go. So you can have OLED or whatever. So you've got the web interface still. So these enclosures, rather than just sell a board or propose to sell a board, just a blank board on its own, which is not very appealing, I decided invest into a Bamboo Lab P1S with an AMS2 Pro, so 3D printer. I can show you the inside of it. I think it's not in this room because I haven't got any room with the laser project still ongoing. Let's see if I can bring it over. Yeah, I can bring it over to here. Let's have a look. Let's go on the desktop a minute. Right, here's the software. I can open up the. Let's put that down a minute. That's the insides of it. I've just printed off some of these DIN rail brackets, a few of them. So that's the. I've got 4 colours in at the minute. There's grey, blue, grey, and a few other stuff. Pretty brilliant this is, and you can have a look at. If I click on the right area, hang on. There's some of the projects I've been working on printing. Ignore the online models, that's not mine. So there's the one I've used. That's a model you can just get yourself. Here's some of my recently opened. So there's the base. Some stands for the OLED. We've also got some. I made these clips to act as a DIN rail clip. So that was that. Right, there's a print history, so it's the same. What else have we been printing? Hang on. Yeah, it's all print history. That was the one I made. Oops, one I made yesterday. How do you get back? Return. That's just for the button. These little buttons here. These nice little buttons. So I thought, let's use the DIN rail box, and might as well just make one for the buttons. That's the inputs just for testing. You may ask, what is the reason for all this? Well, I want to do some kind of show or a demonstration, so I want to get all the DIN rails ready. Say at least 3, one main one. I'll go back to it in a second. So there's the TFT screen holder, and then the different variations of the slot reader, and different variations of the zip. Going right back, even the push rods for the button, and then going back to the temperature access control. So that's where I've been for 2 months basically. But it isn't, because I only had the printer for about 3 weeks, so that I was off. I lost track of it. Hence, back on track. Yeah, back on track. Yeah. So there's the coin I printed a while back. I always liked the idea of that. I saw that idea up on a car park in Blackpool multi-storey car park. I saw that. I thought that is a good idea, so I thought let's have one of those. Oh, even printed a Gotex floppy thing someone else made. That's here actually, somewhere. That came out. I bought the PLA. Came out alright. Let's go back onto the other screen. That came out really nice actually. Printed that way up. So we've got to put that into the case. The Amiga case over here at some point. So many projects on the go at once. More Amigas. More Amigas. These are for repair. Don't think there's much wrong with them, but they overtook everything. That's more than I had before. So anyway, right. So where did we get to? Yeah. So we got. What is the idea then? So the idea is to make. Let me see if I can unplug this. I can't unplug this. Let me see. How much lead have I got on this? Hang on. Got a bit of lead on this, so I might be able to bring it out. Right, so the idea is to get these stands. You can't see it. There we go. Made these stands. I've 3D printed these. So I have one each end. I can make a smaller version of these DIN rail mounts. So I've got, I'll say for demonstration reasons, the idea is, my goal is to get these out there. UPAS KPV2. That's why it's the same as what I've had before, but it's inside its own box now. And I thought let's put the TFT in a box, which I've done, and then also you can put push buttons in a box. So if you for tests, so people can come along and press the buttons and interact with it basically. So there's that, and then obviously I have to put this down now. So there's going to be a demonstration, basically to demonstrate it. People don't understand what it is. That's the problem. They have no idea what it is. And I've just realised I could be a multi-millionaire and not even know it yet. I haven't checked my lottery results yet from yesterday. Anyway, I'll check that later. Right. So, anyway, what else have we been up? Yeah, so the idea is I want to hire a room out. There's some local rooms, I've already priced them up. Did I get the prices? I left them downstairs, but they give me the price list. And that's where I caught the flu actually. I was over there last Monday, updating some Paxton access control software onto a laptop. The laptop was a little bit manky, and I was in a cubicle for about 2 or 3 hours on a slow laptop setting it up. And anyway, a day and a half later, I've all flued up, and people at work are going like this. They're going, keeping away from me, and they say, "Go home, don't come to work like that." Anyway, so I don't know what it is. You can probably tell I still flued up with it a bit, whatever it is. Yeah. Anyway, the idea is, I don't know if you can see this monitor. If you can't see this monitor, I've got a monitor, 3 monitors here, one on its side, one like that, upright, or portrait, and my software rack will go on it. Let's just run the software actually. Yeah. Right, let's just minimise that. Right, let's run the software. The software is good, you know the software. Right, we're just running it up here.
Welcome to UPAS. Engine 82 is now online. Engine 85 is now online. All engines are now online.
Right, let's just get rid of the thumbnail a minute. Where's that gone? Oops, is it gone? Yeah. Right, so we've got rid of the thumb. Here's the software. Obviously, there's lots to this blooming lot. You can't see the down bit. It's a shame you can't see them. Can I put them somewhere else? Yeah. Might be able to put them somewhere else. Around the back of here. Let's have a look. This is where it all falls down and So it's all a bit twisted. Twisted. Yeah. Anyway. Oops, it's about to fall off. Excuse me, sir. Still coughing with a cold. Right, I don't know if you can see any of that. Very precarious. Excuse me. I think my camera's... Let me move the camera back. I've got this speaker here now that's in the way. Oh, that's okay, it's gone a bit lower. Right, so over we go. Doesn't really help a lot, does it? No, it sort of does. Anyway, I don't know if you can see them. You can't see them from there. Let's go up here.
I must assume that your request is a
so
frivolous one.
Got it on here. Right, you can see the blue light flashing. It's communicating with the UPAS main desktop software. So, right, let's get about over to this thing. What I could do with is a camera zoomed in onto them, couldn't I? Yeah, might be able to do that. Let's just add you a camera a second. Hang on. Let's sort this out. So we're on this one. If I add a new capture media, I don't know how to do it. Display capture. Is that right? No camera. I don't know. Not display. Video capture device. Existing one. Bench cam, face cam, face cam. Add an existing one, face cam. Right, so that's it. So what I've got to do is transform that one a minute. Or is it that one? Which one am I on? Hang on. Yeah. So it is that one. I've just got to transform. Edit transform. Let's sort that out. Doing something I should have done beforehand. Right, let's zoom. Do I zoom? How do I zoom? Size. No, is that size right? Can I do it off the screen? No, can't do it off the screen. Right, I can crop. Let's see if I can crop it live. Yeah. No. Yeah. Have a nice Sunday. You have to bear with me, it is a live stream after all. I'm trying to get that so I can zoom it up. Oops, what happened?
Good morning, thank you for 608. You are 59294, over.
59254, what's that mean?
Thank you.
We're getting there slowly. It's alright, OBS is a bit playing up. Alright, top. Anyway, so that's that. Can I zoom it though? Can I bring that up? Yeah. It's a bit fuzzy, it's not very bright in here. I can sort that out. I can do something about the brightening. Yeah, it's fuzzy, it's not designed to zoom in that far. Anyway, so I won't make it too big, I'll put it like that. So I'll get that there like that, and I'll bring the software over here. Oops, that's about as far as it'll go. Right, let's just do that. Okay. Right, so you can see something, I think. Yeah. Right, so you've got your main software. don't know if you've seen the software, but you can expand it, which you can't see because it expands onto the other screen, but there it is. Or shrink it, which shrinks it back onto the primary display. I've got to do something with the program there to stop it changing screen. Right. Anyway, so we've got that there, and you can issue commands now. Where's my camera gone? Can I bring this camera back? Back a bit. Back to there. No, we're not over here again. Oh, wait, we can just about see it, can't we? Yeah, we can see it. There you go. Okay. Right. So we've got the... Let's just part them because it looks like... I thought about making like a 3D printed bracket that these screw to, so it holds them all together. So you can modular build them up. You know, battery pack, real-time clock and all this kind of stuff. If you want it to work out in the field. Right, anyway, so we're on the mic, so we should be able to issue a voice command. Let's give it a go. UPAS, what time is it?
The time is 10:02 a.m.
Okay, so I've got 82 and 85, so I've got UPAS open 82. Let's just open this one. You can see the padlock on the screen just here. So UPAS open 85. Yeah, it's working okay, seeing as I've got radio in the background as well. UPAS close all engines. Missed me there. UPAS close all engines. It's gonna play off. No, it's UPAS close all engines. Or have I forgot? That's right. UPAS close all engines. UPAS close all engines. That's it. Yeah, it's. I got fan noises going on and all sorts, but and I got the flu. Let's turn. If I turn something off, let's mute that a minute. Right. UPAS open all engines. Yeah. UPAS close all engines. UPAS close all engines. Yeah, so when it looks at your what you've said, it's comparing a percentage, and it'll describe here what it's just heard. So if I go UPAS open all engines, it puts the bit it's recognising out the voice commands in there, and it has to match against its database of allowed. I forgot what they call it there. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and then we can set. I've already set up an intercom call. So this touch button. Oh, we can't unlock it. It's already open. Let me close it first. UPAS unlock. Sorry, it's not unlock, is it? Hang on. UPAS close all engines. Right, because when I lock them on the software, I can't override it here. Because this is only a pulse. I can do it from the main desktop software. Tell you what, let's get the desktop software up as well. Right. Right, so I'm going to need some more room for this, so that's going to be one of them. And let's get the other one up. Right, so it's two. I'll just split them over like that. Can you see? Oh, you can just about see it. Yeah. So you've got your main software, and you've got your two web interfaces. Can I move that over a bit more? Your two web interfaces. Okay, so from the web interfaces, you can impulse the relays from there, or you can actually lock them open from there, and all this gets reflected back at the main software as well. And then you can conversely, what have I done? Oh, that was impulse, wasn't it? Right, that's to lock it open. Now I can unlock it open off here. Just Just wondering why it's still showing me that one. Might have to look at that. Yeah. Right. So if I do that, it reflects that way. But if I do it that way, because that, I know why, because the internal mode on the web interface hasn't changed. Yeah, it was never designed to do that. Anyway, right, so we've got that, and we've got so, and you can do your touch screen as well over here, and that should reflect the software as well. And now we can do a intercom call, potential intercom call. Ready? Leave that running and do another one over here. Now you can't see them because, hang on, let me just minimise that a minute. Where are they? I can't find them. Oh, here they are. Let's just silence them. They get annoying. So I've got 3 screens trying to control at once here. Yeah, so I've got some work to do on... These have come up on the primary monitor. They were behind. They're designed to come up in front of this, but this is on the wrong screen. So yeah, I've got some work to do on multiple monitor support with the software. Anyway, so you can't see them. Let's bring them up out of the way. Let's put them over here. Running short of real estate space. You still can't see it. Let me just edit that a minute. Can I move that down a bit yet? Let's try and make that a bit smaller. Hang on. Right, edit, transform, edit. Right, let's just make that a bit smaller. So at the top. That's a bit better. Can go a bit further. Not too much. 420. That's it. 410. Bring the bottom up. Still too much. That's it. That's better. Right. Okay. I can move that down. Let's bring that over here in this corner. Give us a bit of room. Okay, so yeah, so we've got a bit of room for these now. There's not enough room on this screen, but anyway. Right, so these are the intercom calls. Intercom call from station 85. Intercom call from station 82. It says obviously run out of space there. Can I open them? Yeah, I can open them a bit wide. I need to sort out the title text to make sure it includes it. Anyway, there's no video and there's no audio, but you can do stuff like it can mute the call and you can unlock. So if I click unlock, you'll see that it shows you the impulse over there, at the same we're at the point we're unlocking it, and also if you can see down here, you can see it light up as well. Let's do it one more time. That's to the egress time, and go over to the other one and the same one on that one as well. So you could basically run as many intercom calls as you want. If you close them off, they should come back in the same place again. Let's give it a go. Let's silence them before it drives you mad. Yeah, so when it puts them up, it puts them on the same screen, but they come up overlapped. So I've got to basically, when it comes up a new one, it's got to just put the other one 10 pixels off like that, you know, and cascade them like that. So I've got to make it do that, because at the minute it just comes up over the top of the old one. So we've got a little bit of work to do on that. Yeah, so we've got the calling mechanism and the releasing mechanism working, and that's been working for a few years. I've not done anything on that recently. Right, so you've got your web interfaces, you've got your let me just close these down. So to integrate them into the main software, the desktop software, you just have to go into the settings here. Can I do this? Yeah. Go down here and go into the wireless side of the settings, and it opens up all the config. Basically your IP address, your port, same as let's just go on here. You can do the same settings as in the network here. So you've got your port there, IP address, the IP address, your network SSID and password, and you've got your subnet masks and all the rest of it, and you've got your multicast or unicast we're using there, ports, excuse me. And then you've got, under UPAS comms, you've got listen ports and send ports, serial numbers, packet address, and controller name. If you go under, yeah, so you cut, that's all you can do from there. But you go over to the main software, go back to, that's the settings, go to the configuration for that engine, bring up engine. You can then rename the engine description. That engine description is used here, and also if you've got the TFT screen, it shows you at the top just here the same engine description. So engine serial number, you'll need that to be able to put your UPAS KPV2 into the software. It can auto detect it, but if you want to manually put it in, it works that way too. You need your packet address. That has to match the packet address out. That's not the packet address, that's the port. If you want to use multiple ports, so multiple units from the outside world, you'll need a port number on the end of the IP address. You have to port forward the IP address in your router excuse me, with a port, so you can have multiple units. But that packet address is the main software, the way it talks to each other, the way the controllers, these here, talk to the software over here. So let's just close that. So you've got 2 units on. I've only got 2 powered on at the minute. I could plug another one in. In fact, we could do that now if you like. Let's do that now. Let's plug one of these spare ones in. Right, so we want plug one in there. Let's see. Let's do a live test of that, how quick I can get one in and working. Right, so this one. Let's see if it joins the network. Now it's got its config portal set up. It's thinking its address. Tell you what, I'll go in with a phone on it and just put it here. Tell you what, let's put it here. Balance it there precariously. Yeah, no, you can't see that. Tell you what, I'll just move that over a bit and put it in there. Live. Never do anything live. So that'll do. Just balance it there, right. So I'll need my phone for this. Nothing like a live test, is there? Yes, right. Right, so get on the Wi-Fi. Should be able to find its config portal. Yeah, I found it already. So it just comes up as a just comes up as that device number there, serial number, and its packet address. So when it's connected, just go on to manage the router with your phone. It brings the web interface straight up, so we can have a look at its actual setting. This is actual serial number 003708. So what I normally do is, while I'm testing them, I set them all to a default one, but when I'm setting them up, I'll just set everything up the same. So what I'll do is go on to network, and I'll set the port, the HTTP port, to the same as that. So 88. It's 08, but I'll set it for 88. The packet address, the IP address, I'll set for 88. Alright, we've done all that. Let's have a look. Yeah, so save that. Then I'll go over to settings and UPAS comms. I'll just set the packet address to 8 as well. So everything's on 8, so you haven't got anything to remember. Okay, and I'll go into maintenance now, and I'll tell it to set the, so that's fine as it is. So I'm going to do toggle station access point mode. So I'm going to tell it to go into station mode, and that's where I log out now, because it'll reboot. So I'll finish with the phone now. You can have a look at this stage onto the OLED. Oops. Right, OLED. Yeah, if you have a look at the OLED on this one, it does tell you. Hang on, you can't see it. No, you can't see that because I've zoomed it in, haven't I? Might be able to do it if I go onto this screen though. Hang on. Yeah, might be able to do it there. That's blurred. No, it's too bright. Oh well. It does say the 7th of September 2025, 10:18. So it does say that, which means it's joined the network and it's got the network time protocol address, and it's connected and got the time off it, and it's set to 88. So that means I can put that back there. Let that stay there, and I should be able to bring up another one of these, but it'll be 88 colon port 88. Yeah, there we go. So I can bring that out of there if you want. There's no real estate to put it, but I can log into that one. It wants to save a password, so there's all the data. That's 3708, the serial 3702 and 3705. So right, so we've added it, we know we can access it, that's the first part. So to add another one to this one here, there's a couple of ways of doing it. The way I do it now, let me try and do it. So I'll just go into engine management. Now this is a bit how you do in this screen. I need to go through it a bit, but basically go onto this tab. You can choose what you want, son off or one of my gadgets. This is out of date now, to show that all the numbers are wrong. Let's add that. So I'm going to select that one and click pin. Right,
Engine added to site database.
Right.
Engine 82 is now online. Engine 85 is now online.
Right, so it's added the engine. It's got the wrong details, so we need to go into there, go on to engine. Well, it'll do communication first. So computer communication method is USB master by default, but it needs to be Wi-Fi master, so we'll change that. So it's going to talk to it via Wi-Fi instead of through a USB. Now the engine, we can set a few things here. We need to put its serial number in. There is a way of doing it all automatic, but I'll just do it this way for now. So 3708. That has to match that number there, so you click save. Engine name, you could put that one in if you want as well, might as well. What we're going to call that one? What have I called the rest? UPAS KB, I'll just call it UPAS. KPV2, that'll do, because it comes up, puts the packet address next to it anyway, so that identifies it anyway. Mode of operation is access control, that's the default. The packet address next. Now this is the only bit of a problem you've got here. So currently I've done up and down in a default, but I haven't enabled you to type it in, so I've got to sit here and it needs to be changed. You can't see that. Let's try and scroll it up a bit so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm having to just click in to get it to go, so I've got to count all the way up to 88. It's not too bad. I mean, you don't have to go that high, it's just the way I've set these to match this, you know, just the way I've done it. Right, so 88, so click save there. Right, so that's all the details you need for that bit. It's not reflected the new... Oh, that's wrong. Sorry, that's wrong. That should have been... Just give me a second. Hello, we're back. That's a colleague from work. Can't get into the unit. I've ordered some throat sweets, some easy food to eat. Okay. Right, sorry about this, but it is a live stream. Anyway, right. So, where do we get to? Oh yeah. I was just changing this. I should have limited this to it only takes 4 characters, this one. Right, so that's the name that comes up on the controller. Yeah, that's right. And I want to change this name to UPAS KPV2. You could say front door, back door, whatever you want to say, but I mean, I'm just keeping it all the same. So this screen's finished with, so I'll come out of there and I've got to just go around to packet and just make that packet address the same. Yeah, it's crazy, I know. This is where I used to set it, and I had an engine field and I had to go through, and there is some code there. There is a way of doing this off the top. Let me get this onto 88. Right, save that. Oh, there's one more thing down here, wireless. Need to turn the as Wi-Fi on. got Wi-Fi. I don't know if you can see that. And also need to make it a Wi-Fi station mode. Right, okay. So we've got that. What that does is it'll allow when you go over, this is configuration here. You go to settings and it closes that one, and it gives you a wireless tab here. So this is where you need to enter your other details, like you can change your port to 88 if you want. It doesn't need that here, it's just a reference. Then you've got your default passwords and that network IP address, so you'll have to change that to the actual one for that particular one. There's an old test password, no good. Put new one in. Let's just save all those. Add default gateway. As far as I know, it doesn't use the gateway, but I'll just change it anyway. There's loads of people with loads of equipment all around the world changing the default gateway when it probably doesn't need it, but anyway. Right, there's your network NTP server it's using. And these ports, everything else stays the same. So any one of these saving will save this entire parameter section. So I'll just save it one more time. Right, so okay, we're done. As far as I know, we're done there. Now it won't show up yet. So what we'll have to do, it's got these two, but it hasn't got that one. Now you could do a search, and what I normally do, I'll just go back to the database here. And I just reload the database that's in. There's all the different sites, so I'll just load the same database back in.
Engine 88 is now online. Engine 82 is now online. Engine 85 is now online. All engines are now online.
There you go, they're all online, so it's found them. If you put the parameters in right, it finds it. And there's your live data from each one. So you've got 82, it puts them in order as well, so it puts it in as default above, but then when you reload it, it'll order them. So it's put the new one at the end. And then you can open that one and do whatever you want to do. Yeah, so that's how you add one to it. While they're all collapsed, they're all being serviced. Yeah. So that worked out okay on a live demo. I struggled to, the other way of doing adding an engine is this way. Quick add. Now the problem is this is opened up on the primary monitor, and there isn't a minimize on it, and I can't drag it, just full screen, so that won't be any use. So I need to sort that out. These primary displays, secondary displays, and always need a minimize and be able to drag it, so I've got to remember to do that. Okay, I think that can be shrunk back down again. Yeah, and obviously once you've got your engines there, you can voice command it. Like you can say, UPAS, open all engines, and it'll ignore you. All engines are now online. UPAS, open all engines. It's totally ignoring me. Is that because I've clicked off it? UPAS, what time is it?
The time is 10:30 a.m.
UPAS, open all engines. Thank you. Now, to open them, I'd have to go to each one, or I'd have to click with the mouse these here. UPAS, ping all engines. UPAS, open all engines. UPAS, close all engines. Yeah, it's working okay. And obviously it's relying on the operating system, and I've got a groggy voice as well. So I've had, with the flu. UPAS, what time is it? UPAS, what time is it?
The time is 10:30 a.m.
Okay. Anyway, I've run out of things to try now. So I just thought I'd give you an update. If anyone knows what to do with a tray of a tray of 3D, let me go onto the big screen. It's gone to the big one. If anyone knows what to do with a tray of trial and errors, I need like a grinder or something. What am I going to do with all these things? It's made of PLA, so it's naturally based. Make it somehow off corn or something, I don't know. So anyway, I got that, and I got a box of offshoots. This is the bit that very lightweight thing that you have to pull out. Anyway, there's all that to sort out. Project wise, the laser's still here. It's working. I've just got a final push to push it off. These are a bit of a rewire. I've run out of space in here now, so I'm going to have to get that shifted at some point. So I've been busy. What else? Have I bought anything else? Just bought some brass fittings, screws. Antenna wise, I bought a coupling, amateur radio. I bought this dipole centre. I bought this V dipole centre that couldn't get the antennas to match or swaring. I've got two Ami Pro 40 metre whips, which I'm going to mount that onto a pole. One whip going that way, one that way, stick it up as high as I can get it, and that'll be a 40 metre antenna with a bit of luck. So anyway, I've got that to sort out. I've got to go and cut a bit of DIN rail and get these. These are great. These are just push them on, push the DIN rail in, cut the size, and then you got yourself a little display stand. So the idea is to have 3 display stands. Just going quickly back. I'm going to hire a room, a small one. Almost like a practice room. You know, when if you're doing music, you get a practice room and you set it all up, make sure it's all working. I thought about getting some banners made outside the building. I've got some prices. I'm going back to some prices to hire the room for the evening or a Saturday, and I want to put some banners outside so people can just walk in. Something like Dragon's Den. Just come in off the street and have a look at the stuff, play with it. I'm going to be there anyway, setting it up and just trying stuff out, because the idea is I want to be able to go pay some good money, go to a show and set all my equipment up all round. So you got your main unit, then you got your auxiliary ones all powered separately, all wireless, the main software running on a great big monitor that's vertical.
Engine
Portrait.
88 is offline.
88's gone off. It ain't gone flat, has it? It has. It's alright, these batteries, I haven't charged them up properly. Yeah, that's a good demo anyway, so take that one off. Let's put another battery on it. These come off sliding doors. They've been replaced because they're not very good. I thought I'll try and charge them just in case. I nearly plugged it in the wrong way around then. Anyway, let's plug it in. You should hear it come back online in a second.
Engine 88 is now online. All engines are now online.
Yeah. So it's constantly checking. That's the main software here. I'll show you what happens when I unplug it. There you go. Unplug it. Pretend it's died again. Alright, I'll just hold it there. The software, you'll see 88. After it doesn't do it. It checks it every, I don't know if it's every minute or something, but it'll tell you that it's gone offline. It doesn't do it. Don't want to poll everything too often. I could do. There you go.
Engine 88 is offline.
See, it's spinning now. The little icon here. It's offline. Now let's put it back together. Let's plug it back in. It'll automatically come back online. as soon as it boots up.
Engine 88 is now online. All engines are now online.
Yeah. Okay, so I've named that wrong, so let's just name that right. Let's give it a proper name. UPAS KP V2 Touch with a touch screen. Actually hasn't got the touch screen, has it? No. So we'll call that one OLED. OLED. So it's got a hasn't got a TFT touch screen. It's got an OLED. Right. It's okay. To update this display, it doesn't update directly. I can make it do that, but I'll just reload the site and everything will be the right name. So
Engine 85 is now online. Engine 88 is now online. Engine 82 is now online. All engines are now online.
because this one is a touch screen, I can plug. It enables the buttons to be used. If you haven't got a touch screen, you can. I don't know if I can get that over there. Basically, use the. Yeah. I can plug the button in. I can hold it in. You can see all the buttons. See the red circle. If I hold the middle one in. Now that's not. This one's not configured to do anything like send an intercom call. So that button not doing anything. So if I wanted to make that button do something, what I'll have to do is just go into the software here. Go into settings, inputs, input 3, input 2, the middle one is. Right, so on action is none, default, so that'll just default to giving an event type of whatever it is. I mean, you could see it. Right, so I'll just set that to call reception. You can do a few things with it, like switch cameras, ignore tokens, in conference, unlatch relay, latch the relay. I'm going to call reception again. That's it. So once that's gone over to it, whoops. Right. So they're all there. So if I press this yellow button now, there we go. There you go. It's calling reception. Now you could do all of them. Hang on. Let's move this over here. I made a bit of a mistake. The power cable's not long enough. So let's put this one. Tell you what, let's push them over that way a bit and put this on here. Let's get this clipped in here. That'll do. Right, so you could basically get 3 intercom calls here. And the idea is most intercoms will only take 1 call at a time. Well, this one, it can take multiple calls. Right, I've just silenced them. So you've got 3 calls, and if I'm on my own in reception or whatever, or guarding, and if I got to prioritise them, can't talk to everyone at once. So you can talk to them. The idea is you click on them, whichever one you click on, the video and audio becomes active. You can say, okay mate, just wait there a second, then you can just go over to this one, say, yeah, just give me a second mate, and then this one, yeah, how can I help you? Yeah, and basically then you can unlock any of these like this, so you've got full control over it, and you're not limited to how many calls you can take because they're all busy. They only become active when you need them. Anyway, there's all that going on, so I switch them off. And there is a surveillance side of it as well here somewhere. Cameras. Now the idea with these cameras, these were originally designed for switching composite cameras, but now we need to re-update this to do IP cameras. And so theoretically once your intercoms got video, you could bring all the intercoms up, and even whichever one you click you listen to the audio on, even when nobody's pressed them, if you want to. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit funky. Yeah, and it just goes on and on and on, this does, but users and also... Anyway, we won't go too much. So let's just close this down. I don't think there's anything else I'm going to show you on this one. Keep it short. An hour and 10 minutes, that's plenty already. Let's close these down. Bring up the thumbnail. Where's the thumbnail gone? Hold on a second. Where's my thumbnail? Oh. Thumbnail seems to have gone to sleep for some reason. I'm not seeing my thumbnail. Okay, let's bring up that one then, if there's no thumbnail. Yeah, so let's have a quick look at the models before we go. Let's get rid of this one a second. Yeah. Okay, so this is SketchUp, what I've been using to create all the models. That's the heat detection thing. So obviously I've modelled it, it fits okay. Here's all the other stuff. I've just kept it all in the same, the slot reader, the coins, the clip. This clip was quite good to model. Basically, it's a copy of an enclosure I bought. But this is the original copy. Well, this is the design off the original. I've had to reshape it, and just to get it to work and size it and all sorts of stuff. And you got your TFT screen there. Let's have a look in. You can see the TFT screen. You can see the UPAS KPV2 board inside the enclosure with the buttons and OLEDs and everything. I made that this morning. That just sits under the OLED over these two chips, and it supports the back of the OLED. The other end is plugged in, so just to stop it dipping. And then you got your buttons. Used one of my older PCBs actually. One with a tiny, which one was it? Can't remember the call now. Your Unexpected Makers tiny something. I used one of the old boards on it just to hold the terminal still. That OLED shouldn't be there actually, but yeah. Anyway, right, so let's come out of that. I think that's it for now. So that's an update after a two-month hiatus. Let's get rid of that. What happened to the thumbnail? My thumbnail's gone. That's weird. It's like it's on a screen that I haven't got anymore. Here it is. Very strange. Yeah, so there's the thumbnail. Back again. So UPAS KPV2 update. Back on track. Catch up. So I've been that busy, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to get on with making all this stuff. And I really haven't done a stream. I meant to do a couple streams, cancelled a few. Well, you know, just didn't quite fancy it. Anyway, right, that's got to be it. Chaos, mayhem. What can I say? Got to get back on track with this thing and finish this off. That's part of the reason I haven't done a stream, because I've no more news on this thing. But the printer, the Bamboo Lab printer, there it is. It's brilliant software. Let's have a look. Prepare. So you load in. If you've not used it, it's fantastic things. I've had a printer which I've never assembled for about 6 years. It was a cheap one. I thought, I'm not going to bother assembling it. The quality's going to be rubbish. Why bother? Anyway, I've decided to invest in this one, and it's surpassed what you can do. So you go into preview, you slice it, the way it interacts with SketchUp is very easy. Watch how easy this is before we go. Say, well, I'll show you how quick it is. Right, watch this. I'll draw a little box. Right, and I'll make it 10mm thick. Right, and I'll put a line across it about midway. I'll put another one midway. Right, and I'll bring this up. I'll go down 5mm. I'll bring this one up 4mm. And I'll put a circle on here. You watch how quick you can just put a circle, say 12mm. And we'll put a little pocket. Let's put it a pocket. Go down 2mm and another one offset inside it about that size, and then bring that up to about there. Right, so that's it. Okay, now I haven't saved it, nothing. I just highlight it like that. Go to File, Export, DXF, STL. Choose that one, and then just second option, STL. OK on that. Just call it stream test part. Okay, just gives you a quick info there. Go back to the Bamboo Lab Studio, file new, and file import. Very easy this is. So I've just got to find where I've put it. It's not in download, it's in models. There it is. Okay, so there's the part we just made. You can zoom around it. That's the thing. We just yeah, and you can click on slice. It sliced it. Okay, there's the slice. You can undo the slice if you want to see what it's going to be doing. Make sure there's no errors or faults, which is all good according to that. You can have a look underneath and everything. Click on print and away you go, or you can select your PLA from your AMS. Let's say red, for instance. There you go. Away you go. You have to slice it again, and then you go to print. Tells you on here certain things like prepare time, printing time, and all the rest of it. Yeah, I won't print it because I don't want it. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. So that's when I'm busy with that printer. It brings a whole new depth to what you can do. I've created all this stuff, all these plastics, because I had trouble trying to sell UPAS KPV2 as a circuit board. People don't understand it, so I thought, well, I'll put it into an enclosure, make it into an enclosure. The problem is I've got to go to the website now. I'd have to go to the website, and problem I've got now is the website is out of sync. It's showing you the circuit board now instead of obviously the new enclosure, and also I've got this showing you the circuit board but no enclosure. So now you go to products, obviously it's just showing you that again. Showcase. So all this needs updating, and then you've got to obviously the online shop got to be changed as well. So that all takes time, unfortunately. Anyway, right, that's going to be it for now. I've got to go and do something else for a bit. Maybe I'll do some more soon. Get back on track with some of this other stuff. Loads to do. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Have a good day. Bye bye.
This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
I am checking. Kindly wait.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
I have the information you require.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.